Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be talking about the idea of dealing with negative people, people who may be aggressive, people who may be angry, because there can be a lot of talk in regards to a lot of people I've talked to. This becomes a very common question in Adrona sessions, just in daily conversations, I guess. The idea is that when people are coming up to you and they feel very, very aggressive and they feel angry, and you can just kind of feel the emanation of hate that's coming right off them right away. This can be a very, very intimidating situation. This is something that on a common ground many of us just start to cling to in regards to an anger versus anger situation. It's kind of the same thing as if a person is just laughing hysterically and you don't even know what's funny, but you start to laugh along with them. You're matching vibration. The same as someone is just very, very sad if they're crying like crazy. You don't know what's wrong, but you're feeling that sorrow coming in itself. It's vibration coming to interlock with vibration to create a mutual calibration. What does it take for one person to have a stable form of mind in order to deal with an individual who's very negative, who's very aggressive, who's very angry? What does it take? It does take training. This is something that's not a quick fix. It's really about allowing yourself to feel the ability of not interlocking with that vibration, with that frequency. The best form of analogy is spirit guides. That people who are able to get in touch with their spirit guides, who may seem very, very upset or angry or frantic because they're not able to grasp a certain concept of what they're talking about, they just unload on their spirit guides and say, "Well, yeah, it's so easy for you. You're not here. You're not this. You're not that," etc., etc., etc. Now, do your spirit guides go and blow up at you after that? No, they don't. Because what they've done is they've trained themselves to be that of unconditional love. And that's really the key here. In order for you to keep a stable ground with dealing people who are negative, who are aggressive, who are angry, who may just come in, who may be, involved with you in a relationship, who may be part of your family, even in professional careers. The whole idea is that if you can keep a stable mentality to yourself and look at this person as an observer, this is what's going to allow them to see this back at themselves. It's kind of almost looking at the Mahatma Gandhi situation to where there's non-violent resistance. And so this is non-violent resistance from emotion to emotion connection. And so if you're just able to just kind of look at that other person and just kind of be curious about that. This person is very, very angry. He's very, very aggressive. And you could always just try to talk to him about that. He says, is there something wrong? Is there something bothering you? Maybe there's something I can help you with. Maybe there's something here that you're maybe not seeing. And if they may be so angry and so aggressive, I don't want to talk about blah, 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 that's alright. All you're doing is you're offering that olive branch, and you're helping to extend your invitation to help that individual. But if that individual is so conceited and doesn't want any help, then there's not much you can do. But it's about you becoming the stable ground. It's about you becoming that stable foundation and moving more into the essence of an unconditional love and creating that stability. It's not about protection issues. It's not about, oh my God, as soon as I see a negative person, I'm going to put up this light in my aura and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. There really is no need to do that. Those things can be called for at certain points, but the whole idea is that you're simply looking to raise a frequency. That's all it is. This is simple vibratory physics. That's all that's taking place here. It's not about putting up violet light in your aura or seeing a rainbow aura around yourself and just getting yourself into a meditative state and getting it. No. I would not advise that. It's about the idea of instantaneous recognition of knowing that a person is very, very aggressive and that your own empathic ability is sensing that. Believe me, this has happened to me many times in the years past, where I just, before a person even steps in the door, I just feel this pulse of negative energy. And before that time, my ego wanted to, duel with that ego as well too. But in the honesty here, I haven't really dealt with any negative people within almost a year now. A lot of the people that I have met have been very positive. I have met people who have been somewhat skeptical, but in constructive ways. There haven't really been any really, really negative, harsh people that I've encountered. And the reason being is because my frequency is operating up here, to where a very, very negative person, very aggressive, stays down here. Those two frequencies can't match. And so you're synchronistically brought into the reality that represents that frequency that you're in. And so those really, really aggressive people can't be there. And you know, if you are working in a job that has a lot of negative people coming in, you're going to be amazed, because even if you are able to maintain a stable foundation, a stable ground, dealing with people who have very, aggressive, insecure issues, and you're just being there as a typical, I guess you could say, physical spirit guide, so to speak, to help them along with what they need, to just offer that extension of friendship, or not even friendship, but just offering that extension of help. And if that person doesn't want to take it, that's fine. But at least you're just being honest with yourself. You're creating stability. You're on a higher level. You're beyond the aggression. Because if all you're doing is going to play fire, with aggression and aggression, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to be going back into a feedback loop. The whole idea is, if you can see the essence of what that individual is past their anger, you are moving into a much more higher plateau of being. You are evolving into an individual who can help that person, who can be an inspiration for that person. Because they may not realize it at that point, but they'll realize how stable you were and how out of control they were. They may literally come back to your work the next day and apologize to you. That's exactly how it can work. So it's about you creating stabilization to yourself. And again, test yourself. Work on this idea to develop a stable ground, to develop that higher plateau of vibration, so that you are again looking at this as an observer. So I hope this video has been very, very helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching. Talk to you again soon. Namaste.